What is up, guys? Jay the Stingray back here again for another late night Wednesday commentary. Tonight we're doing Never Too Young to Die. I keep getting the title of this damn thing wrong, but Never Too Young to Die. John Stamos, Vanity, Gene Simmons, ton of fun, and links in the description if you'd like to watch along with us. Yeah, go ahead and bring one guest in here, the only one that's here. Hopefully, some more folks will join us.
Oh no! I hope this really heavy beach ball doesn't break my leg.
What's up?
What's up, man? Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, no problem.
We got a lot of competition tonight. I know. It seems like the senior battle. Normally, I don't have a problem with that because I'm going so late. But it seems like a lot of people.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this movie?
I haven't actually. No.
It's a fun watch. I would definitely recommend checking it out.
That's cool.
I don't know if you plan on sticking around very long tonight, but
stick around for a little bit. I got to work in the morning, but you know how that goes.
Cool. Well, I know we've been talking about it all week, but is there any other vinegar syndromes you picked up there at the last minute?
Well, I placed a couple late orders, thanks to Dan, of course. He mentioned a couple things. There was a movie, actually, one of the partner labels had, and I paid like $27 for it, but it's Cannibal Hookers. And I'd actually already been talking to like one of the main girls from the movie. She's from like around here, and I'm trying to get her on the show, but scheduling's been a little rough. So, but she had like she was one of the early people that did like the 24/7 streaming at her house back in the day on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I thought that would be an interesting interview if I can get her on. So,
yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. Yeah, you talked to a few people in this forum. We did that initial, was it Thursday night? And I was like, man, I gotta stay away because it was a couple I missed out on, and I heard more people talking, and they had that damn promo code, like,
yeah,
what, $5 or something like that.
I was already broke by the time they sent that, so. But I did the pre-order package, which was $200, a Thriller and all that. I did that in March because I did like a flash sale. But if you count that, I was over $500 on this sale. So.
I mean, a lot of that stuff I really wanted, but just some of the price points, even with the sale, were a little too high for me.
But yeah, and they get me with the stupid FOMO shit with the slip covers and stuff like that. I know I shouldn't care about slip covers, but damn, if I'm paying that much for something, I want all the goodies with it. So,
I mean, at least it can be an investment further down the road. You'll get your money back on it.
Yeah.
So
that shit doesn't really lose value if you've got all that. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me ask you this: have you seen the movie the Sadness on Shudder?
I've not watched it yet. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, but I need to.
I finally watched it today, and man, it is wild. It's everything you expect it to be and more. Pretty cool stuff.
Well, I might have to check it out this weekend.
A lot of practical, or I think 99% practical effects in there, so that's kind of nice to see these days.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And another one I watched earlier, I enjoyed my first day of being unemployed, so I've watched a couple movies. The found footage phenomenon, also on Shudder. A new documentary on there.
Oh, cool.
If you like found footage at all, it's definitely worth watching because I like the way they really set it up. Like, they go back to the very, very beginning. Like, they go back to the 60s for
cool.
like Peeping Tom, and they even have the director of Cannibal Holocaust. What is it, Rosario Diodato, something like that?
Mm-hmm.
He's in there. Lots of really cool people that worked in the industry. That surprising they got so many.
I guess I'm like a lot of people when I think introduction to found footage, I always think Blair Witch because that's what really started this wave of it.
Absolutely.
But found footage is really kind of hit or miss with me. There's some that I love. There's movies like that Troll Hunter movie. I love that one. There's a
Yeah.
movie from 2012 called The Conspiracy. It's kind of about the Bilderberg stuff.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's on Tubi. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's an awesome one. And but then some are just shitty. So
Well, the
but
thing
I mean
about
that's with any genre really, though, I guess.
Well, I mean, the problem with found footage, they was extremely popular, and when DV came out, pretty much anybody with $500 could go shoot a movie, So
Sure.
it's a lot of really stinkers out there, but it's a lot of good ones too. They talk about is it the McPherson tape?
Yeah.
The alien abduction one, which I've seen, but it's been a long time ago, and that was like strictly shot on VHS, so that's very old school.
Yeah, I had that Vinegar Syndrome actually put that out, and I had that, and I gave it to Jonathan. Really? Yeah.
Oh man!
But I'm sure it was one that was probably $15 on this last sale or less. So keep that in mind for Black Friday, I guess.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I mean, how good can they make that look, really?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like VHS, really, but just to have it out on a accessible disc is, I guess, a good thing. So
yeah, it's on YouTube and Daily Motion, a few other places, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's terrible quality.
Monty, you got to come to Scarefest this October.
Yeah, Monty, hell yeah, I don't know. Monty's aware of that.
Yeah, we're all trying to meet up down there, so
Lexington
for that.
That's
probably
October,
pretty close to him.
Around the end of October.
Yeah.
I had the dates in front of me, but I've forgotten now, like the 21st or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm planning on it, so I'm gonna do my best to get down there or get up there.
Got to give Dan some exciting news because Rachel is coming with me. So
heck yeah, that's awesome.
So that'll be fun.
Be cool to meet her.
See him fail at trying to make the moves on her.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Dan's pretty suave.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a Mandy Lane commentary over there on their Patreon right now. If you guys want to leave here and go check that out. Yeah. Big you were the one that spent a ton of money, right? I think I remember him.
Spent like $1,000 or something.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've like resisted the urge with Vinegar Syndrome for a while, and like I had some stuff, sold some stuff off, stuff like that. And now I've kind of, I don't know, with this sale, I kind of got in that groove where I'm really interested in like collecting some of that stuff. And
yeah, I was never like really into like boutique labels, like Scream Factory, shit like that. But that's really more mainstream stuff. But
sure,
past couple years, man, or year and a half or so, with hanging out with you guys, I really, I see the writing on the wall as far as physical media goes, and I'm, I just really want to collect as much stuff as I can while it is out there,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but
I've seen so much of this. I mean, we've all seen a lot of the stuff like Vinegar Syndrome had those sleepaway camps out, and then they're $200 a pop now sometimes, and I'm just gonna buy that crap now when it comes out and hang on to it because
I missed out on that too.
Yeah,
and I like those movies.
You don't expect that to happen where it's gonna jack the price up like that.
Yeah, you're a shareholder now, Big T.
That's the good thing about a lot of that shit is on Tubi. So if you do want to check it out first,
that's wild how much of that is. I was just going, I was looking, and I was like, man, a lot of this stuff's on Tubi.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch it before you buy,
good way to pregame before that next sale happens.
Absolutely.
So. Which is going to be rough because all the companies will have sales then. So how you gonna?
Yes, Monty, it's out on Blu-ray, but I know you probably don't have it. So check out the link in the description of the YouTube video. You can watch it on Vimeo if you'd like to. There. Hopefully, I got subtitles on there. I don't know what I did last time that I managed to do it, but I guess I got lucky there.
I'm gonna go to the link here. And...
Oh yeah, I could drop it in here as well. Yeah, might as well. Oh, it's on YouTube? Oh, fuck. Well, this is at least a 1080 copy of it, so
cool.
Maybe a little better. Hopefully. I actually bought this Blu-ray for this show, so
nice.
I needed it anyway, but I think I've only seen it like streaming. Probably on Tubi or something like that.
Right.
This is a few years before Full House for old Uncle Jesse, so maybe one of his first acting roles, or at least leads.
Oh wow!
But it's fun. Vanity's extremely attractive. Before she unfortunately passed away of some sort of drug-induced way.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like a big '80s staple, so kind of really nostalgia.
Wasn't she kind of involved with Prince?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna buy it. I want to say it was like $20 on Amazon, something like that. It wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously more than I want to spend, but
yeah,
it's like screw it. I want to do it on the show. So
nice.
But well, I guess in the news we've got old Amber Turd. You surprised at that verdict at all?
I don't know. I feel like it was kind of playing out like that's what was going to happen. So that's a good thing, I guess. I said it was an important day in the battle against gold diggers,
Yeah. I mean, in the scale of, the grand scale of things for Johnny Depp, what, like $12 million, that's going to be his net on that. So it's really not a lot of money for him, for that guy. I mean, for the guy that probably makes made 20 million a picture, 20 million plus.
I wonder if, everybody seems to say that her career is done. I wonder if that is the case.
Well, I think she's already shot her scenes for Aquaman 2, so that may be it.
Mm.
I know there was a petition going around to get her out of that movie, but Monty, I'm going to go ahead and share the link here just in case you would like to hop in.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be fun. You've got a minute, or we can just hang out and chat for a bit. You don't have to watch the movie if you don't want to. Yeah, Gene Simmons with boobs, obviously. Wait, that was in there somewhere. Gene Simmons with boobs, which is a interesting choice, but I guess we'll get to watch that here in a little bit. I was trying to give it some more time, see if anybody else was going to hop in, but
yeah, I was wondering. I don't know if you know how many movies did he do? Because I know Trick or Treat and this and
yeah, I think he did a few. I was thinking that God damn it, I forgot the title again. But it was I was thinking of Mick Jagger and Emilio Estevez. Damn it. Anyway, another movie that I thought was Gene Simmons, but it was Mick Jagger.
Oh yeah.
God damn it. My memory's trash today.
It was kind of the era of singers doing movies or musicians doing movies because, David Bowie did some stuff in the 80s and I think Sting did a movie or two.
Yeah, I know David Bowie did a lot or did at least a few that are pretty memorable. I know he did the vampire one. And I can't remember.
I watched that one for the first time last year. Hunger.
Yeah. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's not bad. Interesting take on the whole vampire thing.
Yeah. What's up, Billy? I'll just look it up here. We'll kill another couple minutes and I'll get this thing started. It's a short movie, so
Cool.
we won't be on here crazy late. Hopefully. Yeah, it seems like that was the thing to do back then for popular musicians to go into movies.
I mean, I guess you can even go on the other side. Madonna did some stuff, and so yeah,
she was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene Simmons.
I remember her banging Willem Dafoe in a parking garage in some movie. I don't remember what that was, but I remember watching the scene.
Oh, was he in Runaway? Okay, that's a good movie. Man, he's got 120 acting credits, Gene Simmons does, but I think that's a lot of music videos in there.
Oh, yeah. Body of Evidence. Yeah, that was the Madonna movie.
Oh, yeah.
With Willem Dafoe.
It was in Dune. Okay. The David Lynch Dune, I imagine.
Yeah.
Meatloaf. Hell yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, Runaway was 84. Gene Simmons. That was one of maybe his first movie. The rest of it was just music videos. And he was in an episode of The Hitchhiker, which, did you ever watch that show?
Yeah, the only thing I remember about that show is the intro.
Oh, so good, though.
Yeah.
So good. That song, man, that shit hits. I love it.
Just
Trick or Treat.
I just remember that intro kind of scaring the shit out of me as a kid. I don't know why.
Yeah, the intro to God damn, I can't think of shit tonight. Tales from the Dark Side was always really creepy to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know, it seemed like places around here, the footage they shot, they made it scary somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, Billy, I think Kiss on the Edge of the Park or some shit like that was one of they made like a kind of like a horror movie type thing. Meets the Phantom of the Park.
Oh yeah, I think I heard of that.
And he did some other stuff, but did a lot of TV stuff. Detroit Rock City as Kiss.
Oh yeah.
He was in The New Guy as Reverend. Which that's a DJ Qualls joint, I believe. And that's probably about it. Extract. That's a decent. Mike Judge, I believe, did that. Oh, damn. Huh.
It's crazy.
What's up, Brian? Yeah, man. I was always a big X-Files fan. Huge. I was like 12 when it came out. I kind of grew up with it. I kind of like turned into an adult when X-Files was still on. So
yeah,
got a lot of nostalgia feels for that show.
What's crazy is I don't think I've seen a single episode of that.
Man,
just wasn't watching it when it was on. I saw the movie in the theater, which was shitty. But
I mean, you would need to watch the show to get a lot of that, though.
Yeah.
Thing is,
well, I was going on some date with some goth chick, and which didn't work out. So yeah.
The second movie was actually a little bit better, but
I don't know if I saw that one. But
you could probably watch that without watching the series. But thing is, I don't know how well that would actually hold up to someone for like a first time watch. Like it's very 90s,
Yeah.
And it feels 90s. So there was one episode probably like 95, 96 when it was all VR. Remember when VR was the shit back then? Like, oh, it's new, it's coming, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And until like the past, few years, it hasn't really even been a thing.
Yeah, and it's not what they thought it was going to be either. So,
yeah.
I don't know the original Doctor Who thing, but I never watched any of that shit either.
I've watched some of the newer ones, but very on and off. Never could get into it. I know that show's been on since like the 70s, right?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a long running show.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we'll go ahead and start this thing so I don't keep Corey up too late. Everybody's ready, and I'll post the link again one more time just in case. Oh, not that one. I'll post that one too.
Oh shit! Steven says 1963.
Jesus Christ! And it's still going, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, some sort of record.
Yeah, you'd think.
And here is the video link again if you'd like to watch along with us. And everybody, just another minute here to get aligned. Got too many damn remotes in front of me. This starts off with the MGM Tiger.
Okay.
Or Lion. Jesus. Cool. Are you ready, Corey?
Yep. Ready to go.
All right, guys. I'm going to count down. And after I say 1, hit play. 3, 2, 1, play. I just want to say there were a couple of nerds that said they were going to be here tonight, and they're not. So screw you guys. I'm just joking. I'm just glad to finally get a show on time. I did my show with Cole last night on time, on the right night for a change. And I'm going to be on Region Free tomorrow night. So getting back to business.
Well, I wanted to come on tonight, and I mentioned in our little group chat about a weird experience I had at work today.
Yeah, man. I didn't know if you wanted to share it or not. I don't want to bring it up. But.
Yeah. So I was at work. Thankfully, this was daytime because I really lost my shit if it was dark. But I was just sitting there. No one was there but me. And there's always little sounds like doors rattling and stuff at that office. But it's, I chalk it up to, the air conditioning or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have an upstairs that's like a break room kitchen area. And I'm just sitting at the desk, kind of watching YouTube and doing some work. And I hear like this, it's like a scream of agony, like a woman's like demonic scream of agony from upstairs. And I have no clue like what it could have been. So
that's like an unmistakable sound too.
Yeah, it was
that's
like kind of a chilling sound, like horror movie type sound.
Yeah, when you posted that, it gave me chills just reading it, man.
Yeah.
Man, that is fucked
and
up.
I had just been up there cooking some lunch and grabbing a drink out of the fridge. And I wasn't going to go back up and check. So.
Jesus.
But it was.
And there was nobody there, right? You were totally alone.
Nobody there.
That's so crazy.
So I was telling my girlfriend about it, and she's like, let me see. She's like, had to be someone from outside or something. And she was, she's like, I want to see like the building because she's never been up there.
Uh-huh.
And she like looked at it on Google Earth. There are no buildings next to it. It's like completely open all around it. And there was nobody outside. Nobody got hit by a car. Don't know what it was.
That is so wild, man.
but it sounded like it was right above me too. So
Mhm.
uh,
I would have lost my shit and left.
I did leave for a few minutes, not really because of that. I had to go do something, but I was like, I don't know if I want to come back, but I did.
That's crazy.
Like I said, thankfully it was light outside, so.
I mean, people are always so, definitive on, do ghosts exist or whatever. I don't know if I believe in ghosts necessarily. I think I believe in something,
Yeah.
All right, here we got our montage here, so got our gymnastics montage.
Nice. I saw Gene Simmons earlier. He was looking pretty
Yeah,
hot.
he's got his coat nail, his sharpened coat nail.
That was weird. I had just kind of texted with Rachel about going to Scarefest, and like maybe she sent something my way.
She's summoned. She got on her Ouija board and summoned something to you.
Yeah. Like maybe she'll be doing the Ouija board the whole 4.5 hour drive to Lexington. I don't know.
Oh man. I'm not going to participate, but if she wants to do it, I'll watch.
Yeah, she might.
That'd be cool. It'd be nice to meet her.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun on that last show of yours we did with her.
Yeah, I think she likes doing that stuff, so should be fun. I think we've got to figure out some way to do some big live stream from there. I'm not sure how to do that, but
hopefully we didn't scare her off too much.
No, well, we might after that weekend.
Well, yeah. Give me a couple of Bud Light seltzers in me. There's no telling what I'm going to do.
Put your pants on, Dan. Come on.
But yeah, that'd be fun. Here's the stereotypical Asian friend character. I always think of the kid from Goonies.
Yeah.
With all the gadgets. Yeah, this had to just be a few years before Full House.
He's a dude that, like, you can tell he's older, but he doesn't look that old these days still.
Oh, man, I've seen him on TV shows. He still looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Full House was 87. You have to scroll a bit to figure out what year this was.
I'm honestly surprised he didn't do, like, bigger stuff after Full House. He really just kind of stayed kind of at that level.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why too, because he definitely could have gone on to do movies and stuff.
I mean, he was pretty big shit after Full House. So. It reminds me of like a, I guess like a Hasselhoff type of actor. He's always kind of like at that same level, but he's probably huge in other countries too, like Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Oh man, that guy was huge in, like, was it Germany or somewhere?
Yeah, I think so.
For music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was about 3 years before Full House. It's not just bubble gum. It was like a little junior James Bond here.
I was going to say. Like Asian MacGyver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't eat anything this guy has. That's for sure. All his food has got technology in it, apparently.
Why is it all food?
Good question.
You're supposed to carry a jar of jelly around with you?
Yeah, really. That's the Smuckers. Oh no, don't do that.
It's a bomb.
At least these are college age kids. Like, you know, this Asian fella's probably like 35.
Yeah.
Back when only nerds had computers.
Gosh, I remember. God, I guess like early high school. I went to my friend's house. He was the only person I knew that had one, and we would take those American Online discs that had like 30 free hours or whatever, and find all those we could, because you could just kind of stack them. You could start a new account or whatever.
Man, you couldn't go anywhere without winding up with at least a few of those, right? That
They
or
were everywhere.
Netscape or whoever the hell else had, service.
Yeah. I remember when that shit was like so much a minute when you were on it. And I racked up some time on it. But
yeah. I think eventually got to where it was like a monthly fee.
yeah.
It was, I don't know if it was unlimited, but you got a certain amount before.
My mom still has an AOL email.
I was wondering if those still worked, because I had a few people that I tried and they bounced back on me.
She's still AOL.com.
Well, I've got a Hotmail account, so
yeah, I do too.
Can't really talk a whole lot about it. Like,
That's
fuck
like
it, I've had it for like 30 years. I'm not changing now,
It's like the next step from AOL. Gmail will probably be lame someday too.
So this is his dad, who's some sort of I don't know what the hell he is, but like a international spy or something.
Oh, he's the real James Bond, huh?
Yeah, it's the real James Bond. I've got this damn horror Trivial Pursuit I've been staring at since Christmas. Haven't opened it yet because I don't have anyone to play it with.
Yeah, I've got there's like a card set of that I bought, and we were using it when we were doing that hot sauce challenge.
Okay.
That's what I was using that for. But
I'm tempted just to break it up and start reading questions because I just want to see what's in there.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, I've got a couple buddies that are into horror, but not like, not that much.
Yeah.
They're into this kind of shit, really more the cheesy 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
And, sci-fi stuff. I'd be like, what color was Pamela Voorhees' rouge in Friday the 13th? Oh, that damn show on Jess's channel.
Man. I'm embarrassed to be a horror fan playing that shit.
I'm just embarrassed in general.
Well, everybody but me knew the name of Charles Lee Ray. I couldn't think of that, but I'm just not a Child's Play guy.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't know it unless you were, really.
Yeah. everybody losing their mind over those 4Ks too. I just don't get it. But
I'm not losing my mind over it, but I never upgraded on Blu-ray for any of the sequels. I think I only have the first one.
oh,
So I mean, depending on the price point, which is probably gonna be more than I want to spend, but
well, I know they're going to be cheaper on Amazon, but like they want $115 just for the 4Ks. I'm like, that's
no.
I've got that yellow box set,
Mhm.
which I do want to revisit those again and see if I have any better love for them. But
Is that DVD or is that a Blu-ray?
it's a Blu-ray. I got it on Amazon for like $25. And
Yeah,
it's got
that's probably
everything,
all you need. That's all you
everything
need.
but the remake. So
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah,
Well, I would say 1 and 2. I almost like 2 more than 1 now,
Mhm.
but those 2 in particular I like a lot. You could probably take or leave Bride and Seed. Those are awfully in the comedic route.
Mhm. I understand, or I know Bride gets a lot of love here recently, but Seed's pretty universally shit on.
I never saw Seed until a few years ago. Someone did a show on it, and I watched them all. And I hadn't seen Bride since the theater, and I hated it. I liked Bride a little bit more, and I thought Seed was better than I expected. So at least everyone shitting on it made me have my expectations low enough to where I didn't really
Yeah.
hate it that much. Got a bulletproof umbrella here.
Well, it can really help you to go into a movie with low expectations. It seems to help for some reason. Like especially with me and like Candyman this past year, and
Yeah.
like maybe I'm weird, but I enjoyed that quite a bit.
I liked it a lot, man. And, you know, I know well, I don't know. I know a few folks in our little group that liked it, but I had heard Lauren shitting on it for like 2.5 years. So I was like totally prepared to hate it.
Yeah, I was the same way.
And like the Texas Chainsaw, the new one, whatever the hell it's called, it was like I was like, no way that's going to be any good, and I loved it. I watched that movie like 10 times.
Yeah, I don't know what all these people online or wherever that shit on that movie. I don't know what they expected. Like nothing's ever going to rival the original. So forget even thinking that's going to happen. But
This thing is what, the 8th installment in that franchise?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what are the chances it's going to be any good?
No, just try to have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean that's
I
what I
thought
had,
it was a fun time. So,
yeah.
But
I don't know. I try not to be such a, stick in the mud all the time about everything. So I give stuff a shot.
mm-hmm.
I liked the Scream movie. I liked Candyman. I'm looking forward to the sequel, and I liked Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the Scream was maybe my favorite of the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I don't have a lot of love for those movies. One's definitely, if I was going to have to watch one, it would be that one. But
you're kind of in the same boat as me. I've never been a Scream guy. I really kind of resented that movie because of what it did to the genre. Like, I hate all those other Williamson, just straight Scream ripoffs like Urban Legend and shit. Like, I don't care for that kind of movie at all, personally. But
yeah, they were all pretty similar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I watched most of them in the theater, the ones that went to theater. But it's very, very formulaic, and
Yeah,
it's kind of the beginning of like the, Dawson's Creek, teens,
Yeah, I like the movies of that generation that were a little different. Like, like I really like Jawbreaker,
mm-hmm.
and stuff on that are kind of weird and different. But,
Cherry Falls is good. That's one I
Mhm.
like a lot.
Yeah, just watched that one again not too long ago.
I need to revisit that one. It's kind of one that I think flew under the radar for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot kind of forgot about it for years. And
Mm-hmm. It's one of Brittany Murphy's first movies, wasn't it?
uh-huh. And Gene Simmons kind of looks like Roseanne in this.
I don't know who that's a slide against more, him or her.
I don't know.
So his dad has been killed now by whatever the hell Gene Simmons' name is in this movie.
I wonder what the logistics are to shoot scenes in a real cemetery.
That's a good question.
I've always been curious about that.
I know it's a pain in the ass a lot of places, so probably there as well.
I always wanted to do, speaking of that, I always wanted to go out. I know in LA they do that. There's some cemetery that they'll do like movie nights in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Be cool to see like Night of the Living Dead in a cemetery.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might leave before it's over, but it's getting too real. I had this thing one time. I was doing. I used to do like these themed months at one of the papers I worked for, and one of the Octobers I was trying to do like every week some kind of like horror themed or kind of ghost themed story, and had these people that were doing like a EVP session out in the cemetery, and contacted them. I'm like, can I meet you guys out there and kind of do a little interview and kind of hang out while you're doing it? They're like, yeah, that's cool. So I go out there. It's dark. I'm out in the middle of the cemetery. No one's there. I had no clue they rescheduled.
Oh no!
So I'm like, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
It's just an uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah, I did it when I was, in my teens, but I probably wouldn't do it now.
No.
Definitely wouldn't do, EVPs out there. I it's funny. I saw that Michael Keaton movie White Noise back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get into that, and I got a recorder that was voice activated and everything. Never had the balls to do it.
Yeah, I think I went out one time and I was like at a cemetery for 5 minutes and I just got bored talking to myself. But like one thing I would never do is try to do that at home, because if you did record something at home, then I'm not going to sleep well.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm afraid of, something following me home.
Yeah.
I've stirred something up and it's coming with me. I've heard some stories from some of that on some paranormal podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some of those Art Bell EVP shows, those people talking about. I think the woman in that group said someone followed her home one time or something. She said so.
Yeah. I've heard some of those folks talk, and they're like, "Yeah, it's something you don't want to fuck with."
Well, those people he had on were intriguing to me because they were strictly nonprofit. They did all that shit on their own time and kind of went to people's places and tried to get answers for them at no profit at all. It just seems a little more legit than people that are doing a TV show.
Yeah, I think ghost hunters and all that crap, those guys are so fake, it's not even funny.
Yeah, gave those people a bad name. So
It's the people that do it for real. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's. So I mean, half the time those shows they play like an EVP, and they'll put on the like subtitles like what they think it's saying. I'm like, I don't hear it. I hear like gobbledygook. I hear like
Yeah.
static. So
Yeah.
man, look at this fucking guy. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm sure this guy did some more 80s movies.
Oh yeah. He's probably got a couple of Vinegar Syndrome titles.
You remember those Barbarian brothers? He kind of looks like those guys.
Oh yeah.
The twin steroid guys. Oh man.
This guy's got the yellowest teeth I've ever seen.
I know.
Wow.
Been eating buttered popcorn or something over there.
Damn.
Oh, he's shooting at the horse. Oh no, he's shooting at that guy. Okay.
Jeez.
Just a box of grenades there. They look like they've got into a dune buggy from Road Warrior. Yeah, this will be worth the price of admission here in just a minute. Now we're getting there. Apparently, this movie was stuck in obscurity for at least 20 years, and VHS copies were very hard to find. 2017, Shout Factory bought the rights, gave it a new life, releasing it on Blu-ray and Prime Video.
Nice.
Is it Shout Factory? Yeah, okay. I didn't even realize. See what else she was in. I know she did a good bit of stuff. Oh yeah, Action Jackson. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, man. I remember the hype for that when that was coming out.
It was Sharon Stone in that one too, I think.
Was she?
Mm-hmm. Before she had all the plastic surgery, so she was actually pretty attractive.
I think that was one I wanted to see, but I guess my mom thought it was too grown up for me to see at that time. I don't know what year that came out, but
oh, she was in Terror Train. I didn't realize that. And she did some music videos as well. Oh, The Last Dragon. That's another great one.
oh yeah.
52 Pickup. Episode of Miami Vice. Action Jackson was 88.
Okay. I was 11, 12-ish.
Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff really wasn't on my radar. Like, it was more of the mainstream stuff that I wanted to see.
Yeah, what was big in 88? I'm trying to think.
That was a good year for movies in general. Let's say a lot of like Van Damme, Stallone, Schwarzenegger probably had something big come out.
See what my favorite was. Whatever pops up here. Back then it was probably, man, Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Also at that age, Big with Tom Hanks was pretty cool.
I still like that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my parents renting it for me when I was. I mean, that movie's got some. I mean, it's not like really risque or anything, but I mean, she wants to sleep with him and stuff, right? So
Yeah. It's got some happy moments because at parts he just wants to go back home, and
yeah,
it's kind of sad.
his mom won't even like talk to him. She's like,
Yeah.
Get the hell out of my house.
Jesus. What a dress.
Yeah, and his best friend, as a kid in that movie, was in Pet Cemetery 2, I think, as one of the like bully guys.
He was in a few things.
Oh,
Shit.
Drinking motor oil. And I search Big on here, and it's not even the first thing that comes up. Come on, give me a break.
And Tom Hanks has had a wild career.
He's been interesting lately. Like, I always respect those guys that start in comedy, like, and really solidify themselves as like great comedic actors, and then they're able to go do drama.
Yeah.
Instead of, vice versa, or you got the guys like Jim Carrey that never really could pull it off.
Yeah, I guess Truman Show is probably his best kind of dramatic thing, but
I mean, I'm fine with it. And like Will Smith is another one. Like, it's just you're just trying to get that Oscar, You're just trying to get that. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
And it'd be different if it wasn't so obvious,
Yeah.
Kid from Big was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Okay. Pet Cemetery 2, a lot of TV shows. He was one of the kids in Overboard.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Oh, the Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely one you couldn't make today. Even though they did a remake a few years ago with Amy Schumer, maybe? Which probably couldn't pay me to watch that movie.
No. Is that Dee Snider, the waitress?
Yeah, I was trying to make sense out of it. Yeah. We are in Pride Month after all. Try to be respectful.
He's at like a biker bar dressed like Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Like, how long was that a thing? Like, for like a year, right? It couldn't have been very long. Sport coat where you push the sleeves up.
Yeah, t-shirt under.
Yeah, I guess pretty progressive movie considering. I mean,
yeah. Is he trying to channel Tim Curry here? Is that?
Yeah, I guess Tim Curry is the guy that started it all. Huh?
It's sad though what kind of condition he's in these days. He's a hell of an actor.
Gene Simmons?
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's been in bad shape for a while, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's still kicking.
A decade ago, I was thinking, man, he's going to pass away any day now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been wheelchair bound for quite a while. He was still doing conventions.
I don't want to see him like that.
I agree.
It would have been cool to meet him when he was doing well. But...
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite role of his?
Man. You know, I just recently, like a few years ago, saw Rocky Horror for the first time. Don't know why I never watched it, but he's just really good in that. And I mean Pennywise too.
I know that's the usual go-to is Pennywise.
Yeah. I love him, and there's a stupid ass movie. It's National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon, and he's like one of the bad. Him and Shatner are the bad guys in that. They're both fucking hilarious in it.
I like Congo. I think he's pretty great in Congo.
Oh yeah, God, I forgot about
that. Hell, he has 240 acting credits, and that's not porno, so it's a pretty big deal.
I've got to look at his big movies here. I feel like I'm forgetting something big.
I think, like today, I think most people would probably say It, but
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I love that role, but you know, Rocky Horror, I feel like I was just a little bit too young. Because, you know, my brother's 10 years older than me, and he was like going to movie theaters. You know, they would play that shit all the time, like for like midnight showings and stuff, and people would just party and just have a great time. I feel like if I experienced it like that, I'd probably have more of an appreciation for it, but I'm not a big musical guy, you know, so.
I don't know why this one slipped my mind, but this is probably my favorite, is Clue.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
That's a good movie. That's an underrated movie.
Yeah. I think that's one that probably this newer generation doesn't know shit about.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one mentions it.
Just let Shout Factory or Severin put it out and they'll get on the map.
That would be a good like that needs like a good addition out.
Seems like whenever there's something like that, you've got a whole bunch of people that are like, "Oh, I've loved this movie my whole life." Like, fuck you didn't see this shit. You don't, you know. But that's just the nature of it.
Went back with this. This is what these people that do that crack me up, because like they'll do that with shit I've never even heard of. Granted, there's a lot of shit that people know that I've never heard of, but when Shout Factory put out that Deadly Friend Blu-ray a while back, they posted this picture of a basketball on their Facebook, and someone in the damn comments is like, "I hope hope we're finally getting Night of the Dribbler." I'm like, "What the fuck is Night of the Dribbler?"
Never even heard of that before.
No. And I asked Dan about it because I know he had to have seen it, and he's like, "Well, it's kind of a horror movie with a basketball-looking killer."
Wow.
Like, well, I'm never watching that shit.
Yeah, even Deadly Friend's not that great of a movie.
Yeah. Well, people lost their mind over it. So
Christy Swanson's nice, you know. But...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of Wes Craven duds in there, but yeah. That is how it is. I still champion Wes Craven. I think he's done a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
What, he's got like a bug sweeper? Yeah. The one in Deadly Friend, I guess you're talking about, Ben. That is good. With all the technology we have, the design of dumpsters has not changed.
No.
They look pretty much exactly the same.
I don't know why we were talking about this the other night. That toilet there reminded me. Do you remember back in the day when we had colored toilet paper?
Oh yeah, be like pink or purple
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
I still have like my bathroom's a little dated, so I still have like a olive green tub and sink
Oh
in the
yeah.
bathroom. So I'm sure all that toilet paper was to match the color of your bathroom tub and everything. But
yeah, the colored toilets and tubs was a big thing.
I remember, I don't know if people still do this either, but like we used to go to my aunt's house and she'd always have the soap in the bathroom you couldn't use.
Right. Or the
Just
towels
for-
you couldn't use.
Yeah.
Those are for guests. Oh, damn it, what am I? Yeah, the soap. I know my mom was big about that.
And I never had the money to live in a house where we had the living room that you couldn't sit in either. But
Mm-hmm.
one of my friends did, though. It's like, you can't lay in here. You can't sit in here.
Right.
Like, what's the point?
It's all just like really uncomfortable furniture.
Yeah.
They probably use it like once a year on like a holiday or something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like the formal dining room is, at least for me, is really not a thing anymore. Like we don't have, we just did a kitchen here. We didn't do a dining room because the dining room is the room you never use, right? It has a table in it.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it too now is how many families eat dinner together anymore,
That's true.
But I don't know. I got 2 kids sleeping in my dining room right now, so
Yeah.
I didn't expect that to happen, but oh well.
Gotta do what
At least
you
one of
gotta
them's paying rent, so
There you go. I've heard stories about like New York and LA, people like living in a hallway, like paying like $500 a month to live in a hallway.
Oh, I watched this dude on YouTube that goes and looks at apartments in New York that are up for rent. And he talks about the price and like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them are glorified closets. So
Well, I mean, they'll take like a single family house and switch it up into like 8 bedrooms somehow, like, okay, you're in the kitchen, you're in the closet, you're in, it just sucks. Like people having to walk through someone else's room to like go to the bathroom or to get to their room. That would really suck. Like bringing a date to that. There's no door to put a sock on.
I used to have to bring dates to my grandma's basement. So
that could be worse. That's pretty badass how she's riding underneath this.
Yeah.
You can't show that scene without thinking of National Lampoon's Christmas
I was gonna
Vacation.
say, she learned that from Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Totally wasn't her driving either. That was a man with a wig on. Quite the hand cannon she's got there.
Yeah.
Ben asked your mom ever make you clean the whole house if the plumber was coming, like he's fixing the kitchen sink. He's not going to be in my bedroom. Oh, my mom was crazy about shit.
He might want to come play video games after he's done.
Yeah. He's going to show me his butt crack. Get it done and go.
Jesus.
I believe it, man. Which makes you wonder how, like, I don't think like prices have really dropped either in either of those cities, on the East and West Coast.
No.
Like, even though, I mean, all you hear about is people moving to other parts of the country. God damn. $500 a sleep in a tent. No, thank you.
I'll just stay in this shitty little town I'm in now and pay cheap prices. I almost have to with the way gas is going. Jumped over $5 here today.
Damn. We're hovering around 450. Sometimes you can get a good deal on it. A little better deal. There is no good deal, like you were saying. You saw it for like $450, and you said that's a good price. Like,
yeah, I'm like, I wanted to punch myself in the face for saying that. That's why I was talking to Rachel today. I'm like, hopefully gas won't be $8 a gallon by the time we go.
No telling. They are really going for a Road Warriors vibe here, aren't they?
Yeah.
My captions were working. I don't know if they're working anymore, though. Probably doesn't matter too much. Afraid to mess with anything. I may screw it up.
One of those 80s movies that I got from Vinegar Syndrome I'm looking forward to checking out is Cloak and Dagger.
That's a good movie. Oh, man. I'd always... when I was in college and I was always broke, we get a large, one topping pizza from Papa John's for $5.
Yeah.
And, I could never afford to tip the guy. So I'd give him like a beer or let him come in and smoke some or something, Better than nothing, I guess. Wasn't a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, you always seem to like get by and have a good time for cheap in college.
Yeah.
I remember we had me and some of the guys went to CVS one weekend. It wasn't even Pabst Blue Ribbon, but it was some kind of Pabst beer, and it was like $4 something for a 30-pack.
God damn!
And we bought like 5 of those, and I think like 6 of us drank them all over a weekend.
I believe it. I didn't even know Pabst made another beer besides Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but for $4 for a 30-pack, I don't know what you expect.
It never is. That stuff was so much cheaper back then, though.
Yeah.
Oh man, you could get a 12-pack of some decent beer for, $8, $7, $8. I mean,
shit, I pay like $11, $12 for a 6-pack now of the shit I like. So
yeah, even like Budweiser's, like you're paying over $1 a beer now, or probably like $2 a beer. Yeah. The college town I was in at the time, they couldn't have cold beer in stores at all.
yeah,
I may have told you about this before, but it's like, you think that's going to stop us from drinking? Like, we're just going to buy it and drink it hot, right? Like, we're crazy.
Well, I don't know if you're familiar with the college Murray State, which is in Kentucky, but I'm assuming it still is. It was a dry county,
mm-hmm.
and that didn't even stop people. They just drive to another county and bring the shit over.
You're just missing out on taxes, man.
Right, exactly.
I mean, people are going to drink. I know the place I'm at now, like when we first moved out here in '86, it was completely dry, and they eventually got got beer and wine, and then just like maybe 2-3 years ago, first they could serve alcohol in restaurants, Now it's all open. So they've actually got liquor stores here. It's kind of stupid, man. I don't know.
We got alcohol on Sunday here now.
That's cool.
So for years it wasn't, but
I think they could sell beer here on Sundays.
Which is weird. Was always weird to me because I always thought, like, don't we have like a separation of church and state? So why are we not having alcohol on Sunday? So
it's
why?
Well, I mean, all you do is you wind up planning ahead. You just buy more on Saturday, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, or go somewhere else. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we did have like you couldn't buy alcohol in a liquor store or a grocery store, but on Sunday you could carry out from a bar. So if you were in a pinch, I guess, but
just carry out like a pint or something.
Well, I mean, a lot of the bars around here will sell 6-packs or 12-packs.
Oh, really?
Or whatever, yeah. So.
At a inflated price, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, like I said, if you were in a pinch, you could.
Yeah.
That was an option.
Well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think they sold, like, pints or anything like that, but beer you could do.
He's about to find a secret compartment. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that thing actually goes in there. Okay. There we go.
Convenient, it stopped right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Milwaukee's best. I'd entirely too much of that.
It just makes me feel like I'm going to have a headache the next morning.
Well, yeah, Dan. I mean, you can still hop on if you want to. I don't know if you guys are finished or not, but thanks for stopping by regardless. Yeah, or Keystone was a big one.
Keystone, man, I was of the generation too. When I was in college, they had Red Dog and
yep. Man, I used to get so sick on Red Dog.
Oh God, that was when like the ice beers were hot too. Like
yeah,
Bud Ice and.
I always liked those because they had higher alcohol content.
Mm-hmm.
They were like 8% or something like that. And I think even Beast had an ice. What's the other one? A Bush Ice.
Man, I know I've told that I went to when I was in college. I went to Poland a couple times, but they had one beer over there that it was a pint. I mean, all their bottles were pints, but the alcohol content in that one kind was like 12 American beers. Like one pint was like drinking 12 American beers.
Oh yeah, they all call us pussies, so you can't blame them. Yeah,
I was there one night and drank like 3 of those, and I just remember we like walked back to the hotel or wherever we were staying, and like my shoulder was on every building getting back to the place because I couldn't stand up straight.
God damn it. What are you doing here? With a flamethrower.
Just like a Power Ranger.
What was the kid from the Goonies? I forget his name. He said like, I've got bright lights or some shit like that. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm sure it's some racist name too. So.
Yeah.
But I know Aftershock was a big thing.
Oh, I drank a lot of that.
Or like Goldschlager.
I got a really wicked hangover one time on some Mad Dog.
I was about to say Mad Dog. Yep.
That was bad stuff.
Or like tequila, man. I don't know why my go-to was like tequila. And it's like, oh, every time I would just be so hungover the next day.
I drank a ton of spiced rum in college, like Captain Morgan and Coke.
Yeah.
That was a good one. It's like a good gateway into hard liquor. It's like rum, I think.
Or like a whiskey sour or something like that. Or
yeah.
Amaretto sour.
Margaritas are a good one too, to like get you into other shit. But.
See, I've never had good tequila. I've never had Patron or anything. So, I mean, I'm sure it's way better than I've had some, Jose Cuervo. And the day I turned 21, I drank like a half gallon of, it's called like Paco Lopez or some shit tequila. And oh man, that was, I think, maybe the worst hangover I ever had. I was hungover for like 2 days.
I have to get some Scarefest Patron if we all get together. I don't think I've ever had Patron either.
I know there's so many different kinds of it too. I think they've got like a lower tier that I could probably actually afford to get, but
yeah.
You go in the liquor store and all the shit's like up on the top shelf, you're gonna have to get a crane to get that down.
I've had a lot of high level vodka. I used to drink a lot of vodka. Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, Grey Goose is obviously a go-to, and Belvedere. I had a lot of Belvedere.
That's not Michael England, is it? I mean, Robert England. God damn.
Yeah.
Is that him?
It is.
Jesus Christ. Michael England. What the fuck am I thinking?
You take that Scarefest, have him sign that.
Yeah. Have him sign Gene Simmons tits.
What year was this?
I want to say 83.
Oh, so this is pre-Elm Street, too.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Eyes aren't what they used to be. 86.
Oh, okay.
A little bit after.
Wow, I'm kind of surprised he had like a little bit part after.
I know. They probably already done the sequel by then.
Probably.
Because they really cranked those movies out there for a few years. The grittiness of this kind of reminds me of movies like Cobra or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the crazy gangs and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely feels like an 80s movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been to a strip club that served food?
I never have.
I went to this one. It's like a motorcycle clubs hangout now, but it used to be a shitty strip club here. And I went one night, and I seen these guys get like trays of food, and they like carry their tray. It looked like they were in a cafeteria. They're carrying the tray of food up to the table in front of the stage, or just sitting there eating.
You've got like a lunchroom tray.
Yeah. It was the strangest shit I've ever seen.
I've heard about them having like all you can eat buffets and stuff at some of those. I'm sure some of the ones I went to, you could probably get like, chicken wings or something, but I'm not eating at a place like that.
No, that's.
We don't.
The last thing I'm thinking about in a place like that is.
I know.
Getting a meal.
We don't have too many around here anymore. It seems like they've all gotten shut down for one reason or another.
They're kind of weak down there. I remember the first time I went down to the Gulf Coast and hung out with Greg, and he was like, "We got this strip club we can go to," and we go. First off, they had the little marquee sign out front, and I guess someone had taken the letter off of it because it said "hot girl." I was like, "There's only one."
Uh-huh.
And
there's only one hot one. We got some other ones,
which was more true than I would have imagined, because we go in there and like the first girl on stage was pregnant.
Oh man!
I'm like, well, let's go to the casino or something, because this is depressing.
Yeah, the ones around here, man, they got like a bullet wound in their ass, stretch marks. we had some higher end ones, a while back that were a little better quality. Those didn't make it. We had some really, really shady ones. I think some of those may still be around, but we had one that I think was fully nude, which I never went, but thought that would be interesting. Because I don't think that's a thing anymore, right?
Well, there's one in St. Louis. They've got like a hustlers club, and it's fully nude. We had one like down somewhere in Kentucky one time, and I went with a friend. I was married, of course we snuck down there and went. And somehow we ran into this dude that we went to high school with at this place. We drove like an hour and a half to get there, and the dude we went to high school with is there. Well, like a year later, that dude starts dating my wife's sister.
Oh, wow.
And of course he broke the dude code and told her he saw me down at a strip club. And so my wife calls me on the phone. She's like, "I'm standing here with Chris Zink, your old buddy from high school." I knew what was going to happen, so I pulled the old Eddie Murphy. Wasn't me.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's lost his mind.
So
yeah, that is kind of shady there.
Yeah, that's why I think he died of diabetes like a few years after that. I'm like, it's karma.
Yeah, I'm sure his relationship with her lasted a long time.
Yeah.
That's a fake beard. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Well, it's all right. Better sneak some work in here while I'm sitting here.
I figured there's still one good scene with her in it.
Oh, cool.
That you'll probably enjoy.
I'll have to watch this again when I'm less preoccupied.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a fun movie. It's,
I've enjoyed what I've seen.
I was banging your dad, but now I'm going to bang you.
Upload these people's obituaries. So.
Oh, man.
It's fun part of my job.
Is that just a matter of sending them a proof to approve and then you post it?
No, it's actually, it's pretty easy. Funeral home just sends us the obituary, and I just have to basically put it online and put it in our system to be put in the paper. So
That's cool. Still printing in the paper too, huh?
yep.
Oh, damn.
Wouldn't believe how much some people pay for these too. We had one a couple weeks ago that was cost the family $400 to run it. But that pays my salary, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, got that done. Shit, I just closed the movie.
Oh no, that's no problem. I'll give you a timestamp.
Okay, let me pull it back up. Closed all my tabs.
I do that all the time. Oh yeah, here we go. It's a good. Yeah. Oh shit, you're missing it.
Oh, what are we at?
65.
Okay.
Got her in a string bikini.
Oh shit. Yeah, I see it now. Damn.
Have mercy. What are those pants called? Chinos? Is that what those were called? Those are a little bit before my time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they're really popular around the, like you said earlier, the Miami Vice days.
Yeah. That's a feminine looking shirt he's got on.
Oh yeah, pretty feminine looking guy.
Yeah.
He ate that whole apple.
We had this my friend had this neighbor that would like lay out and like do that deal. She would lay on her stomach but have her top off basically.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't suggest doing that doing this these days, but we would like go up to his like he had like a little window in his pantry that like looked over her yard. He'd shoot her with a super soaker and try to get her to jump up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm so out of touch with things these days. I don't know what's acceptable and what's not.
I don't think anything is. So.
Everyone's so afraid to do anything. So, understandably,
Yeah.
you touched my breast. You just lost your career. Just lost your family. Pardon me, madam. Would it be okay to kiss you? Like, I can't imagine dating in this environment.
No.
Doing some weird cuts here with the.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm not complaining.
I'm seeing a little too much of his chest though.
Yeah. You just got your dad's sloppy seconds. I don't know how that feels.
Oh, that fits in with today's porn. So
Yeah. Stepmom.
come here, son.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. This guy couldn't be wearing a more dorky outfit if he tried. Oh, we got Sergeant Slaughter in the mix. Desert camo.
Lord.
I'm surprised Sergeant Slaughter didn't make the wrestling bracket.
Yeah, they didn't think he was good enough, so I threw him out there, I think, but
Well,
they wanted to throw out Andre the Giant though from the start, so like
you can't.
no,
Well, I mean, Hogan went what? Maybe one round. He lost to.
he actually made the final four. I
Did he?
didn't
Okay.
realize that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah. I know that most of Andre's career was pre 87, but what he did in 87 was like, I mean, they sold 100,000 tickets to that WrestleMania. So
It's like what I've said before. It's like if Hogan and Andre and some of those guys weren't involved, you may not even have any of these other guys we're talking about. There may have been no Rock or
no,
Stone Cold.
yeah, that's who they grew up watching.
Right, exactly. And I get that, but I can respect those guys. I just feel like they need to show the same proper respect to some of the OGs.
Yeah. That was a weird tournament. I mean, Cesaro went a little too far.
I wanted to watch the world burn at one point, so I was throwing some.
Like Val Venus wins it all.
I told you it was a fake beard. Oh man, got a bunch of mercury fillings in the back there, Gene. Cliff Booth in the mix. What's up, brother?
He was always sweating through the shirt.
Yeah, he was not a healthy guy, but
No.
You're a freak of nature like him. You can drink 100 beers or something. Like ridiculous numbers.
100 beers a night, you'll sweat too.
This dude would grab a beer can, like a 12 ounce, and his fingers would like wrap all the way around the motherfucker. Like I feel like a baby compared to that.
Yeah. Guy. Well, I met the Big Show one time, and shook his hand, and like his hand just wrapped all the way around mine. I felt small.
Yeah, and you're not a small guy, so that says a lot.
No, yeah. And my cousin, it was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. I love telling the story. He was at Walmart, and it wasn't probably embarrassing to him at all that they brought in a park bench for him to sit on at a table.
Yeah, I believe it. There's old Robert Englund again. Yeah. Old Cena. Another guy that went out pretty early in that tournament.
Yeah. I don't know. I got a little more respect for Cena than other people, I guess.
I was never a big fan. I didn't like his shtick.
I mean, I liked him way better when he was doing the rap gimmick, but
Really?
uh,
Well, another guy that's probably made way more money in movies than he ever did in WWE.
probably. He's no Rock, though. He's not going to be that level. That Peacemaker show was good.
Yeah.
Give him that.
I've liked a lot of the stuff he's done. I just don't really like him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just got the moon face. And he comes off as kind of stupid, but he is funny. Like, he's a funny dude. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm complaining about, but
Wow. That's too much information, Cliff.
oh no. You're trying to say she has a small dick?
Small dick or big clit? One of the two.
There you go.
That was China. My bad.
China was packing some heat.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a 3.5 floppy. Okay. Oh, that was a little too early for those. Okay.
Jeez.
You got to respect Gene Simmons for going all in here, though.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice for it. This was probably that era of was this when they were unmasked or whatever? Was that around this time?
I'm not a big Kiss guy, so I'm not even sure. Around that time, I believe. I think people kind of didn't like that very much, right?
No. Because they got rid of Ace Frehley and
did they? Okay.
Peter Criss were gone at that time too, I
Oh,
think.
wow.
China's knee is bigger than most of us. Yeah.
Oh, China. It's kind of a shame what happened to her.
Yeah.
I mean, last real thing I remember seeing her on was the Surreal Life, I believe.
Yeah, she was a train wreck then.
Yeah.
Guess she only got worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably just a combination of that just being a job where you kind of have to resort to substances to be able to, deal with the pain, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I would imagine, Mm-hmm. 8.5 floppy. Yeah, there we go.
What was that movie, Dan? That didn't she do a movie called Illegal Aliens too, or something? Where I can't think of it. I think.
Called White Tea with Tiny Lister and Tone Loc. Wow. Is it 3.75? Okay, my bad. I'm
Illegal, yeah. Okay.
apparently not showing my age enough. I should know that.
Man, just in our lifetime, the way like memory like that's changed. Like got all these little flash drives now, and
Yeah.
I remember using those 5.25-inch floppies.
I was trying to remember that size first. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
those
5.25 and 3.75. Okay.
flimsy as fuck.
Yeah, those sucked.
And they held like I don't even know what.
Uh,
Not much. A
you
meg.
get like a game. It took like 10 of them. Yeah, I can't even imagine. The size of stuff was so much smaller than it is now. You get like Doom 2, it's like 10 of those 3.75.
Yeah. I had the I think it was on the smaller floppies, but I had the Leisure Suit Larry collection.
Oh, yeah.
I'd kind of like to play those now, honestly.
Yeah. Or did you ever play Beat 'em and Eat 'em?
No.
Terrible, terrible name for a game, but yeah. It took so little at that age.
I was talking about a game. It's a newer, way newer than that stuff. But I was telling someone about this game, and they didn't believe me that it was a real game. But Did you ever play that JFK Reloaded game when it came out?
No, I did hear about it though. I never played it.
It was kind of fun.
Was it you try to assassinate him?
Yeah, like you get a higher score if you do it like it really happened.
Wow.
But I always just, you're up in the book depository and you see them coming down and then they make the turn. Well, I would always just shoot the driver as they're coming down, and he just drives off and hits this embankment, and like Jackie goes flying out of the car.
So they didn't factor in Grassy Knoll or anything at all. It
No,
was
you're
all
up
Oswald.
yeah.
I was there. I think in January. I've been there a few times before, but it's just so eerie still.
Yeah, I need to get over there and check it out.
It's the book depository was closed, I think, because of COVID, which a lot of
Yeah.
stuff was. Everything was limited capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And so we didn't get to go there, but we checked out everything around there. It was fun.
I hear too that whole area is way smaller than you expect it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The whole area where that happened is kind of small. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made some parks and stuff around there now, but
right.
I could deal without the guys trying to sell me like graphic footages of his murder constantly. But
yeah, there's a lot of
I get
stuff
it. You
like
gotta
that
make a
from
buck.
what I hear.
Come on. Oh. That's not the Hoover Dam, is it?
I don't think so.
Just another big dam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't be big enough. Oh shit. So gymnastics coming into play. Tank Wars. Yeah. Oh man. Here comes that coat now. Oh, got him. Oh, damn. It said big Tunja. Damn. Had the name on the side of it. They couldn't quite read it all. Big Tunja or Big Tundra.
Oh yeah. Not familiar with that one.
Oh, Los Angeles. Okay. You forget I've got upper body strength from doing the hooks or pummel horse or whatever the hell. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there was the tongue. I'm not even sure what they're trying to do here with this, but it's not good apparently. Oh, that can't be good. I don't know if that's how that works. Oh, okay. There we go.
Asian Mick Foley.
Dan, if I could find it, I'm going to, because I obviously love Cronenberg.
I wonder if that's showing around here.
Need to check some of the more boutique or whatever the hell you want to call them, more artsy places.
Yeah.
I know my main theater, I don't believe is. Last time I checked. Pretty much show mainstream stuff. Is that a widescreen release for that?
I don't know.
I mean, that'd be great if so, but I kind of doubt it. So I know Possessor was, I mean, of course that was during COVID, but that was nowhere near me. Yeah. Probably same for me, Big T. Starts, I guess Thursday night or Friday.
Mm-mm.
No,
It's not showing around here.
We got Top Gun in about 3 screens. We got Doctor Strange in 2 screens. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
I know what they're showing here. I think it's Father's Day is The Thing in theaters.
That'd be cool.
So I might try to go to that.
That'd be a lot of fun. Never seen that on the big screen.
Yeah, me either.
Let's see if how good IMDb is with showtimes. I would like to go see that Everything Everywhere All at Once movie. I mean, just wait for video release on that one.
Pinto.
Just a pinto bean. Oh, you saw it, Dan? Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to watch that one. Oh, cool. So that was it, guys.
Yeah.
Again, that's going to be up on the Vimeo for as long as I can possibly help it. So feel free to go back and rewatch if you'd like. Damn, Top Gun Maverick is showing so many screens.
I hear it's good.
I have two. I didn't really like the first Top Gun. You know.
Yeah, Dan either. I don't. It's been so long since I watched that one. I don't know. It's one of those movies that I didn't even really know what was going on when I was a kid. That was on. Like, I remember playing the stupid hardest fuck Nintendo game more than that.
Oh God, yeah, that game was trash.
Like, I never landed that fucking plane. Not one time.
Oh, I think I rented it and gave up pretty quickly. I don't believe it's. No, we got a lot of Top Gun going, but no. May travel a little ways and see if I can find a more artsy theater that may be showing it.
Yeah. That's quite a drive for me for an artsy theater. But at least hour and a half, 2 hours.
Well, we've got an art college that a buddy of mine is like a curator in the archives or whatever, so I'll ask him if it's showing there.
Oh, yeah.
The, Sanger, I believe they're called Sanger Theaters. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They made a few
I've heard that name. Yeah.
60s, 50s, 60s maybe. There's one in Mobile, Alabama. I think there's one in New Orleans. There's one in maybe Nashville and one in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Okay.
Maybe a few more, but at least those places. Really, really cool, like throwback place to go see a show. Like I've seen a few comedy shows, stand-up shows.
Yeah.
The one in Hattiesburg, what I'm talking about, we went and did a tour. They were kind enough to give us a tour of the whole place, and it's so old that had to have been before the 60s that they actually had this is the terminology they used then, guys, the colored entrance.
Wow.
That is now like bricked up, but it's different colored bricks. Like it doesn't quite match, so you can still see it.
Mm-hmm.
So they could go up to the balcony, But
it's interesting.
It's where we're at, man. Our zoo used to have the two water fountains, and you could still kind of read where it said colored on it.
What's funny is my high school, my town, was one of the first to desegregate in the area.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because this kid was going to be playing for a different school if they didn't in basketball.
Oh, wow.
So they desegregated so he'd play for him. He was like one of the best players in the area. So
I want to say it was whenever the hell they did the whole, they brought the National Guard in and everything. And it was maybe late 60s sometime is when we finally desegregated.
Yeah.
I say we. I don't really want to identify with these type of people.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I guess it was obviously history-wise, it was way more violent down that way. So
yeah, lots of riots and stuff. Lots of bad stuff. My dad, I forget. My dad went to Ole Miss, and they had the first black student that went there. Shoot, I forget his name right off, but he goes to all the football games and stuff now. And they had to bring the National Guard down to actually, be able to let him get in. And my dad was going to school there when all that happened. So it's
Wow.
just a, odd time, and we can learn from it, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to even imagine that, considering, the stuff I grew up with.
Yeah, it's it's crazy.
Crazy stuff, but well, I'll go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, go check it out on Vimeo if you'd like to watch along later. And Corey, you have anything coming up?
Yeah, I think Saturday night we're going to do the tournament selection shows for Schwarzenegger versus Stallone, and then the third round of the adult film stars. So
I've got to get some homework going on those.
I do too. I'm kind of out of candidates, so I'm gonna have to watch some stuff. I need my Vinegar Syndrome stuff to get here this week.
So the Schwarzenegger Stallone, how many movies of each?
So 32 of each. So
how many do we need to pick?
I don't know. Just bring your list of your favorites,
bring
and we'll
a top
kind of
list.
take turns and start putting movies.
That's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be some outliers in that, I think.
Yeah. There's I don't know which movie will win.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm a big fan of both, so looking forward to it. Well, cool guys, check that out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, as always.
See you.